Hey, what's up, Resistance? Joe here. Going to do a video today that I talked about doing Friday, I think it was. But what this is kind of a rant, bitch, warning, whatever it is you want to call it. There is a particular tree company. Now, I don't know how wide scale this tree company is. I know in my area where I'm at, they're pretty a good sized company, but they're tied in with the power company. They contract for them for Duke Power. The company's name, I believe it's pronounced. I'm gonna go ahead and put the company's name out there. It's called Splenda. I think that's how they pronounce their name. But if you see these people working in your area, now I don't know about every individual one of them, but I know the crew that I had to deal with uh, down here for the last 2 weeks with a bunch of jerks, just straight up. Uh, I have spoke with these people personally and made clear what they will and will not do on my property. Uh, they wanted access on into my front yard uh, and to go beyond their legal boundaries just because they have particular rules and all this and such and everything. Now, their access to what it is they need to do is more than sufficient to do what it is they need to do. Now, they're clearing lines, is what they're doing. Uh, and I don't have a big problem with that, but they're also going to do some pole replacements in this area. That's nothing that they're doing. That'll be Duke Power themselves taking care of that. But this thing has been a massive failure from the get-go. I have spoke with at least two different supervisors during this time, and one of them assured me that any any damages at all would be taken care of. Now, I don't know whether or not that's going to hold true or not because last time they come down in here and done stuff, there was damages and they didn't even bother to pay for a thing. Had the same issues. So this time, like I say, I spoke with one, then I spoke with another one, and after he got to doing some digging, he actually pulled his crews out of here, but they were almost completely done anyway. So I think he was kind of basically blowing smoke up my ass to make it sound like he was on my side, when in actuality it was just say, hey, got you, sucker. But anyway, he claims that Duke Power was supposed to send people out to all the residences of this area and consult with them, let them know what's going on, what's happening, when it's going to happen, all that kind of stuff. Now, nobody never showed up down here. Now, they got pretty good sized trucks. The tree company does, and when they set their buckets up, they put the legs out to balance the truck and all that, so it won't tilt one way or another. And I try to explain to these guys. I say, look, coming down my main driveway from the road, there is water lines on both sides of that drive, and they're shallow water lines. I mean, there's nothing I can do about that. It's just the way it is. Uh, there's fiber optic lines that come down through there, and everything. And they're acting like, oh, we didn't know this. We wasn't told all this. We don't know. And like I'm saying, look, man, you bust my water lines, you will pay for them. It's like, oh, well, we'll have to send somebody this and that and everything. And you might have to. No, it ain't gonna be me have to do a damn thing. Uh, it's y'all gonna be taking care of it, flat up, straight. That's it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And then they had the gall to come up and say, hey, we need to pull our trucks over into your front yard and do this and that. I said, no, you're not coming to my front yard. Period. All right. Now I leave. I go to work, and my wife's calling me. These trucks are in our front yard. They've pulled up our uh, split rail fence and everything, and all this stuff like that, and they've drove through a yard. And yeah, they did. I mean, it just totally shocked the shit out of me that they think that they can do anything that they so please. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, they button up against somebody that don't give a shit. Uh, this has caused major problems with my sense of mental being, I guess you could say. Yeah, it's about drove me damn nuts. Uh, it's really upset my wife. She works from home. Our dogs, they're excited when they see something outside. They are very, very tuned in to their surroundings. When something is different on our property, they know it, and they will make sure we know it too, even if I'd done it. I mean, in all honesty, I can put an object in the yard, and if Scout, the pit, if he sees it, he's all ballistic. He knows that's not supposed to be there. It's never been there before, and he's going to make damn sure we know about it. Well, my wife works at home. She's on the phone a lot. And when this happens, it causes problems and stress on her job, and it causes problems and stress between us. So thank you, Esplenda, for really taking care of this situation like you have. Now, these guys, my split rail fence, these posts are concreted into the ground. Now, I didn't see it happen, but my wife said she did. She said it was two of them. Grabbed the post, and they wiggled it and yanked these things up out of the ground, just tossed them off to the side. They busted some of our fence rails, and they actually tried to hide it. They laid it up under the brush and stuff. Their cleanup job that they done was totally terrible out here. I mean, there's small branches and everything laying everywhere out here that I'm going to take time to get cleaned up. They just dropped the post back in the holes. These things are looser than crap. And it's just an unreal situation, people, with what they feel like they can do. Uh, I have a chain that goes across my drive, and they removed this chain and such, and just drove right on up. You know, these big, huge bucket trucks, you know, up through there. Luckily, the ground was dry, and it did not rut it up that I have been able to tell so far. So now there's also people that live on the other side of the main road of me. They're running the same situation, and these power lines, they run beside their property and go all the way down into the river. And what they wanted to do to them, they wanted to drive through their driveway, cut through their yard, and access down through there. And, you know, it's just not possible for them to do that in a safe way, but they didn't care. So they go and they put up a big cattle fence and all this, and they put this T-post and some railing type stuff and everything, and drove it down to the side of their property and dared them to come across that line. Now, from my understanding, we have to give them a certain access to this property. Hang on a minute, people. My phone's just buzzing like crazy. I'm sorry. I'm going to pause this for 1 second. Take care of something. All right, sorry about that, y'all. Now, oh Lord, lost my train of thought. Yeah, I don't know exactly what had went on over there, but I know that the tree company did not get to do what they so pleased over there, and I attempted that over here, but you know they just said, you know, the hell with you, we're going to do what we want. Now, I honestly sit there and I thought to myself, is me punching a hole in the tire of that damn truck worth the trouble it's going to cause? Well, I would have loved to, but no, I did not, and I won't. That's just the way that is. But I can promise you this. It may be a few years before they come back down here, but I can guarantee you they will not come on this property again. If I sense that they're having to come down in here, I can do whatever I want to in my yard. I can insert whatever I want to in the ground of my yard, and I will do so. Uh, Now, that's just how it's going to be. And if their vehicles are damaged in the process of it, I'm not my problem, people. I mean, you're trespassing. It's clearly marked on this property everywhere. No trespassing. A lot of their work was on video with my surveillance system. So I've got that to fall back on if I need it. But anyway, that's what I've got for today. Beware of this company. Y'all see them, just be prepared. Uh, you may or may not have a problem with them. I do not know. I know I did. I know I will not have another one. That's not going to happen no more. I'm getting too old for that shit, and it's done. I've worked too hard, and we've spent too much time and money out here straightening this place out. When we first bought this property, it's been since '07, I think. Anyway, 2007, somewhere in that area, 2006. We spent a buttload of money, a buttload of time, a lot of pain, a lot of effort, a lot of sweat to get this place straightened out. I mean, it was a mess, and it's not going to go back to being a mess. I forbid it to happen. But anyway, that's what I got for today, y'all. I'm going outside. I got some gardening work I'm going to do. We're making some new raised beds and all that stuff like that. Um, I may post some pictures online afterwards once it's done and go from there. But that's it. Y'all have a good one. Stay low, stay ready.